At the beginning of the semester, I had absolutely no idea what the term digital literacy meant. I thought it meant whether or not I knew how to operate a computer. However, I've grown to learn that digital literacy is actually much more than that. It's actually related to other types of literacy. Cynthia Self states that technological literacy means computer skills and using the computers and other technology to improve learning. It has become as fundamental to a person's ability to navigate through society as traditional skills like reading, writing, and arithmetic, Cynthia goes on to explain. Kelly also emphasizes that we have become people of the screen. We have learned how to master and manipulate things on screen so that we become visually literate. Therefore, digital literacy is a combination of these concepts. I never knew how visually and digitally literate I was until we conducted the phone diary experiment. Over this experiment, we recorded our use of our phones over the period of 48 hours. The most interesting revelation was that I used my phone mostly for social interaction. Now, while this was shocking to me, it wasn't that shocking once I researched the topic and looked online. Now, I've found out that most social networks are now becoming mobile first, so more people are spending time online or accessing sites through the applications on their phone. This led me to the notion of remixing and fair use. We can easily put up a picture, whether it's on Snapchat, Instagram, or Facebook, and we'll add captions, whether it's lyrics, whether it's a poem, or whether it's a quote from someone. And we kind of manipulate the text and the photos to produce what we like. This is why I thought this project would seem like a perfect fit for us. We were provided the platform via WordPress to express our respective topics. It appeared to be a tool aiming to perfect digital literacy, bringing together mixed media. I was no stranger, however, to the notion of WordPress and blogging. While I studied abroad last semester, I was able to keep a blog which I tried to update either weekly or more than once a week. I also thought that Twitter was a powerful tool in perfecting digital literacy. Users build community through gaining and becoming followers. People use hashtags to show and easily share and find posts related to their topics. They create posts of 140 characters or less, which can be liked or retweeted. Because of my topic and its origination via Twitter, I thought this site would be extremely useful. I was able to keep up with the conversation by following hashtags such as Black Lives Matter. As opposed to a large biased news source, I could actually find first-hand content created by users. Another one of the tools introduced to us was Pocket. It served as a read-it-later service where users can save these sites to review later. The tool allowed for users to select and categorize sites they find interesting. This was particularly helpful when finding an article that I couldn't read at the time. However, I was no stranger to this option. Being an avid Facebook user, I would find articles, pictures, or posts that I thought were interesting, and I would save them via my saved links to review later and possibly use or share. Providing interesting blog posts was slightly challenging for me. It wasn't hard to navigate the WordPress site, but it was hard to think of thought-provoking and very useful content to provide via 750 words. However, once I did find great content to provide, I was able to see the notion of participatory culture. Via my blog, I was able to garner likes and continue a conversation via my friends or others who thought the blog were interesting. My most popular blog happened to be an open letter to Raven Simone, about her comments regarding the people of color and black people in the community. This was shared largely on Facebook. It was via Instagram. It was retweeted, and it was also commented on. This is a comment, and it was actually the only blog that which I received a comment from. So we also got to see more of the participatory culture as mentioned earlier. It also helped drive some of my visitors to the site. I posted the blog on November the 9th. Around that time, I had been gaining viewership and followers to my blog who found it interesting and were sharing and retweeting it. However, once I posted this blog, the visitors almost increased. Now with digital literacy, though it has its advantages, it also has disadvantages, such as the more we share, the more information is collected on us and provided to servers that we may not be aware of, and we also quickly agree to terms and conditions, not realizing its effect on our privacy. I do think digital literacy, however, is necessary to remain competitive and relevant in today's changing landscape. It allows freedom to express, remix, and create content appealing to numerous senses. It is merit in multiple fields, no matter what the major. If we are to thrive as communicators, we must become digitally literate.